Hi guys, it's Debbie Potts, and I just wanted to do a short summary video of what I recorded yesterday because I feel that the main part I got to was at the finish of the video, and I'm sure not everyone watches my entire videos. So I want to summarize. The blog page has all the notes in it. What is muscle protein synthesis and why does it matter for aging men and women, but especially females? And I know a lot of us are athletes coming here and we are getting older. And after age 40, I hope you're starting to think about, am I doing all the right things to be thriving and not struggling in my older age? If not, you might want to start taking inventory, taking analysis of what are you doing now and how is that impacting yourself when you're 70, 80, 90 years old? What do we need to do as we age? As our hormones for us females get lower peri post menopause, remember, menopause is 1 day in time. So, yesterday I did a really long 30-minute video about leucine threshold. I've talked about this a few episodes because I think it's not understood of why we need protein. I do these videos because I want to understand why. Why do we need to do that? What does that mean? I go down these rabbit holes because I like to know mechanism of action behind it. I know, yes, we lower our estrogens, getting lower as we age, but what, why does it happen? So, looking at this blog, many videos I did, if you don't like reading, but what is muscle protein synthesis? What is the big deal about leucine? What is the leucine threshold? And how is it involved in triggering muscle protein synthesis? And talking about how to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, nutrient dense animal based foods to get the right amino acid profile in the food you eat that must have the 2.5 grams of leucine. But what I ended with talking about what is in the food you eat. So chicken versus beef, what is looking at the nutrients, looking at the total protein, but the amino acid profile is something we want to look at. We want to avoid breaking down muscle as we age. And part of that is not just getting that right protein, stimulate muscle protein synthesis, but getting the resistance training. So, resistance training 2, 3 times a week, compound exercises as squats, deadlifts, bench press, row. Protein intake is what I am getting to the point of this mini video is not just 30 grams of protein. We need to get 40 to 50 grams for us females 3 times a day because we need to do twice as much leucine to stimulate muscle protein synthesis based on what I'm reading online. Leucine rich foods are getting the full essential amino acids, not leucine by itself, but you need it all together, as in chicken, turkey, fish, dairy products. And if you need to do vegan, we have to work on food combination to get that right leucine and not get excessive amount of calories because sometimes you need 4 cups of quinoa, 4 cups of black beans to make it enough to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. So now you're overeating, getting too many calories, and you're probably going to vomit trying to eat that much quinoa or black beans. And now you're overeating and getting too much calories overall. We want to get healthy fats in, nutrition via the food you eat first, supplement where needed, getting adequate hydration. We'll talk about B minerals coming up this week. I'm doing a video. And then stress management. If you're not managing your stress with meditation, grounding, forest bathing, or walks on the beach, if you're living near a beach as I am, because it feeds my soul and helps me heal and repair from the inside out, really focusing on that grounding and quality of life outside and fresh air, deep breathing exercises. You need to manage your stress because chronic stress is my story. Why I do what I do today? Because 10 years ago, I had adrenal exhaustion and I thought I was doing all the right things with my nutrition and exercise. I was in the best shape of my life, but I got chronic stress, so to speak, metabolic chaos, and led me to not being able to race anymore, which is why I'm trying to help you avoid going through what I went through. The other part, as we get older, metabolism slows down. How to avoid that metabolic slowdown is what I do with metabolism testing, with my PNO equipment, with nutrition, exercise, lifestyle, your stress and your sleep management and minerals. But getting your metabolism tested, see where you are. And then we want to learn how to increase it with your strength training and protein intake and your lifestyle habits, sleeping, stress. So, anyways, there's a lot to it and working on the right type of nutrition and what you need to do. So, that is something I was talking about yesterday. You can look at Dr. Gabrielle Lyon has some food programs. If you want to get delivery, I found this is different people meals. David Perlmutter, Trisha, but Dr. Gabrielle Lyon has an option here on these programs from Daily Dose. And then exercise, Stacy Sims has some articles on women and training and how resistance training, HIIT training, and jump training, as well as mobility and core work, are really essential for improving that muscle tone and not losing muscle. So if you head to my website, debbiepotts.net, if I can spell, I can't see with the sun shining, and looking at, oh, I didn't spell my name right. Debbie Potts is my name, potts.net. And you can look at the blog page under here, as well as the free ebooks. But go to the blog and you can scroll down, you can type in what you're looking for. But tips to improve muscle health as we age is a video I wrote yesterday. And what I want you to think about as an aging female, I put some summary of Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, Stacey Sims, Rhonda Patrick. The very end of it is where I think it's important part to review. Adjustments for aging women. We need to increase protein intake per meal. Shift from the general recommendations of 30 grams of protein per meal to 40 to 50 grams to ensure the sufficient leucine to overcome anabolic resistance. Choose leucine-rich foods. Incorporate foods as whey protein. 1 scoop contains 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine, so you might need 2 scoops in your shake. Chicken, fish, eggs, beef. I'd rather stay away from chicken. I'm finding it more dirty, and then get grass-fed beef instead. Now, spread protein across your meals. So think meal 1, meal 2, maybe meal 3 is a shake, but I have a hard time, as I said in my video yesterday, eating enough solid food. I can't eat that much. So getting 2 meals a day plus a shake, and then I'm supplementing with body aminos, body health, perfect aminos, and adding strength training. I go to the gym and lift heavy weights 4 to 5 days a week. Resistance training synergistically enhances muscle protein synthesis. So really look at this. I think a lot of women start complaining about these changes in their body. For me, it's my skin health and muscle. I don't want to lose, and I don't like to be soft and mushy. I don't want to have saggy, droopy skin and wrinkles. And so I'm doing everything I can do from the inside out to improve how I age. That's what I'll be showing on this platform. The benefits of red meat. So many people I talk to are still scared about grass-fed meat, grass finished. Red meat is much more than protein. This is why I started eating red meat. This is from At Meat Health. Saturated fat is a good thing. I have to watch my genetics. I'm questioning the genetic. I don't need as much saturated fat than others, so I have to watch that, but I get the good grass-fed meat and has protein and fat together. But the reason I eat red meat, and I do a ribeye every day if I could afford it, but zinc, B vitamins, selenium, saturated fats are for our hormones, creatine improves strength in your sprint interval training, potassium, iron, and good cholesterol. It's Cholesterol is not bad. It's a precursor to our sex hormones. How do you look at, if you look at a chart from Dutch hormone tests, we look at our whole sex hormones, the top of it, steroid hormone is cholesterol. So don't be afraid. What I would be afraid of, are you eating slowly, mindfully, chewing your food 20 times? Are you taking one bite, chewing it, and swallowing it, and don't eat another bite until you're done? Not shoveling in your food. Do you need digestive enzymes? Maybe you need to help break down that protein with the HCl betaine in your digest enzymes. So really important part. So women and men, we need to change how we fuel, train, and perform each day in life to thrive as we get older. So women, focus on more protein. 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight is what I want you to think about. 100 grams or more a day is where you might want to start, because so many women and men are not eating that recommended amount. So say I'm trying to hit 150 grams a day because I'm tall female, I need 150 grams. And that is challenging for me. So I need to take 2 servings of Body Health Perfect Aminos in the morning and 2 at night. So you can check out Body Health discount code. I'll put link in the show notes. But this is what I'm doing, the tablets, because they do have unflavored now. Oh, forgot that they had that. I just rather take tablets, but I know clients that can't take pills. So you might want to look at Perfect Amino powder, and they have electrolytes, they have a bar, but I just take the tablets in the morning, and I'm trying to double up. So I'm taking 2 servings. I need 10 in the morning and 10 at night. That's what I'm working on. So 10 in the morning is also pre-workout for me because I go to the gym first thing. So think about that, as well as recovery and repair. So the key takeaway is to focus on what you're eating, how you're eating, when, where, why, how. Get your metabolism testing. Make sure we know, are you eating enough? Are you hitting your macro goals? Are you getting enough overall calories of nutrient density? Are you lifting enough heavy weights, or are you spending too much time doing cardio training? And are you doing too much or too little of sprint to interval training? And if you are even doing those sprints correctly. So Dr. Gabrielle Lyon is someone I listen to. I love hearing from her, and she kicks ass in the gym. If you watch her Instagram videos, she is my inspiration. If I could do all that she does, is my goal. Dr. Lehman, her mentor, as well as Lane Norton. He has one of their same program. He was with Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, with their professor, Dr. Donald Lehman, leading them in this research study. And Dr. Lehman discovered the leucine threshold. So exercising for aging women, you can look up different resources here, and hormones and training, and there's different resources on this blog page. Hitting your essential amino acids from Kion or Body Health, whey protein. I like Kion unsweetened whey, and you can learn more about books and everything there. So that's on the blog. I put up video on yesterday. This is the older blog if you want to learn why muscle protein synthesis matters. What happens as we get older, we have muscle protein breakdown, decreased muscle mass, impaired muscle repair and recovery, decreased exercise performance, makes a big difference, of course, and hormonal imbalance, changes in our hormones as we age, and increased risk of injuries. So the list goes on. All this stuff here on this list is important, why we need to work on strength training, get stronger, get faster, and really change how we're training. How does your week look like, your month look like? Figure out your strength training protein routine and work on your protein intake. So let me know if you have any questions. I just want to do a quick video on how important it is to understand why we need to focus on protein first, getting your hormones tested, getting your thyroid, your insulin, cortisol levels in a Dutch test that's over a 24-hour period, and know how you can take ownership of your health today, testing and not guessing, and then figuring out a personalized program based on that. Looking at your blood sugar, insulin, all this stuff is an important part to speed up the metabolism, work on metabolic health. So I'll put the link of my 2 blogs in here. But remember, the key point is looking back what I talked about in the previous video, why 30 grams may not be enough. Because of declining estrogen impacts muscle metabolism. Estrogen plays a role in muscle health, promoting MPS and reducing muscle breakdown. Lower estrogen levels during peri postmenopause reduce our body's sensitivity to dietary protein, making it harder to maintain and build muscle. So these points here are what I really wanted to go over again. Declining estrogen, anabolic resistance, leucine threshold in aging, protein needs for MPS. So I'll put that in the show notes, but this is what I want you to think about. So all the females share this information with them, and let's help us all improve how we age. Thanks for listening. Another rabbit hole podcast. So let's connect next time on how you can get stronger.